Yellow, yellow, yellow. Welcome to the Mango Grower, everybody. My name is Krisha, and in today's video, we are going to be going over Cardano BTC, as well as Cardano USDT, and let's try and figure out whether or not Cardano is about to make a move to the upside. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, and welcome back, everybody. We are currently on the ADABTC 12-hour chart. So go ahead and pull that up. I have my cloud on right now. I have my Ichimoku cloud on right now. I'm going to try and keep this video as short as possible. Get to the point ASAP. Cool. So the settings that I have on my Ichimoku cloud are the double settings. That's 20, 60, 120, 30. 20, 60, 120, 30. Go ahead, put those inputs in order to get, well, my template right here. I have the cloud on, and I have my 21 EMA on, and my 200 moving average. Now, why have I picked Cardano BTC? Because, well, a couple of weeks ago, I actually took a trade on Cardano BTC right over here. But I said, you know what? This is a decent level for me. I like the fact that there's a bunch of confluence around this level right here. I saw the Tenkin, I saw the 21, and I saw the Kijun. And I noticed that Cardano was trending well over those levels until we managed to get this touch right here. Now, in fact, I was sort of willing. I'm like, okay, the way I kind of looked at this trade, I said, okay, I'm going to see how price reacts on the 200 moving average. Now, mind you, we are on the 12-hour time frame, so know that. I said, okay, I'm going to see how price reacts on the 200 moving average. In that time, I already had my bid on the Tenkin. Okay, I said, okay, if we manage to get supported there, I'm willing to bump my bid up and get the bid at the 200 moving average. But hey, patience pays off in crypto. And so I was patient, and I actually got filled over here, right here on the Tenkin. That it was actually the wick, not the tip, of course, but the wick nonetheless. It was a great bid. I was very, very happy. I got my entire position on there. And I said, okay, now it's going to be easy for me to handle this trade. Why? Because I have so much damn support underneath me. My premise was that I am taking the trade on the Tenkin, 21, and Kijun. Okay, now I'm looking at that entire zone. Now, guys, that was a super, super tight zone right here. That was 0.5%. I'm like, if we close a 12-hour candle underneath the zone, I'm out of my trade, done, okay? So that's how I play it. You may have a different premise on your trades, or you may very well handle your trades differently, but that's how I play it. I first highlight a premise, and then I get into my trade. Now, I did the same thing over here. I said my premise is that, well, I am expecting price to get supported on this very narrow 0.5% zone right here. And that's where I place my bid on the Tenkin. Okay, now notice we are trending on the 12-hour time frame right now. Now we seem to be sort of respecting this 12-hour Tenkin as well as the 12-hour 21. So far right now, as price stands, the past 3 12-hour candles, we've sort of respected that Tenkin. We have been holding it as support. And honestly, guys, I want to see that Tenkin be defended on the next 12-hour close as well. Why? Because essentially that is what is going to sort of retain the overall bullish structure. Now, when I say bullish structure, guys, it's very simple. I am essentially talking about higher lows. I want to see ADA maintain its higher lows. If it breaks it, okay, if it breaks its higher lows, our trend is now officially broken. My premise, I got in based on the 12-hour trend. Now, I am looking for price to get supported on the Tenkin. But now, question is there anything else? Is there any other line of support actually aligning with the 12-hour Tenkin right now? Honestly, this is the way I'm looking at it. I think there is a major, major line of support right now in line with not just the 12-hour Tenkin, but also if you put on your 12-hour 21 EMA, it's sort of in line with that. And that is this, the 508, the 508 Satoshi level. I'm just going to go ahead and change the color on that support line right there, so you can just, you know, it's there in your face, so you can see what it is that I am seeing right now. So now let's go ahead, clear our charts, and pan on over to our weekly time frame, just to kind of put things into perspective to show you how important this line is. So if you just you know, bring things into focus. Don't be like me. Get things into focus and just watch price action. Just look at how price action reacted off of that 508 Satoshi line. Okay, now this is a weekly chart, guys. Remember, for over 14 weeks, guys, ADA held the 508 Satoshi level as major resistance until last week, where we broke out and we closed over that level. And notice how price, we literally just grazed that level only to have a mini bounce off of it. But we essentially want price to hold that level right there. Okay, we do not want to see another close below the 508 level, because as soon as if ADABTC closes below that level, I would expect it to come back down to 443 Satoshi. If we go on over to the daily again, the 508 Satoshi support line also holds as major support on the daily and the 2-day and the 3-day. Just zoom out, smack a line there, zoom out, and notice how price performs on this line of support. So with that said, if we go back onto our 12-hour, the 12-hour which I took my trade on, and just put on that cloud, and I am actually expecting a bounce off of that. In fact, on the next 12-hour close, which closes in about 3 hours or so, I want to see price hold that level. I'll be expecting a bounce. If we fail to bounce on that level, I will be exiting my trade. I will be expecting a further move to the downside. Perhaps the next line of support on maybe the 12-hour. We are on the 12-hour chart right now, so I'm probably looking at this level right here, which is the 482 Satoshi level. I will expect price to come down there if we do close a 12-hour below the 508, 509 Satoshi level. Now, this doesn't have to be exact. It depends on how you plot your support and resistance lines. Now, I usually take the wicks into account as well as the candle body closes. Now, that's completely up to you. This is what I have on my chart right now. If we do end up bouncing on the 508 SAT level, the next point of resistance that we need to break is at 546 Satoshis, which we actually got rejected off of the last time we kind of made a move up there. So I'm going to be expecting that. And if we manage, right now, guys, note that the Ichimoku cloud is green. We have a beautiful bullish TK cross. Price is living over the cloud. We have a nice, beautiful green cloud. And we're over the 200 moving average. Okay, there's a lot going in favor for, well, ADABTC right now, and we could very well see another push to the upside. But now question is, can we break that overhead resistance at 546? Because if we break it, okay, the next line of resistance is only here at 641. The next major line of resistance is only at 641. And from how much of a move is that from the 546 level? That's about 17%. But essentially, could ADABTC start a trend? Well, it depends on how we react off of these levels. So it's always an if this, then that, if this, then that. So essentially what I'm looking for, if we bounce here, I am looking for price to go back to this 546 Satoshi level. If we break, then I'm expecting a test of the next zone. Okay, the next major resistance zone, which is sitting at 639. We have the cloud being green, so that gives me a bit of a bullish sort of booster. And well, this is what we have on the ADABTC chart. Now, I wanted to cover something else on the ADA USDT chart just very, very quickly. So let's see what it is doing on the USDT chart. So this is what I noticed now the last time, and I think this is a weak point. Now, this is like a bearish structure, in my opinion. And I was not sort of expecting this. I thought, okay, maybe, you know, we see an ascending triangle here. I was expecting price to break to the upside, but alas, it did not break to the upside. It broke to the downside instead. But more importantly, guys, I'm just going to go on over to the daily and just pan to the daily, because when I got in, I said, okay, fine, you know what, there's a bit of strength on the chart. I was anticipating a push up, and we got that. And not just that, we were trending on that daily 21 EMA for some time. How many days were we trending on the daily? Not just the daily 21, guys. Price was living over the daily 21 as well as over the daily Tenkin. Now, we were living over those two levels for a good 24 days. Okay? 24 days we were living over the Tenkin and the 21 EMA, and in fact guys, we even got into the cloud. I'm like, man, this is bullish. We got into the cloud. I'm like, in no time now, we're gonna see that bullish TK cross. And if you just zoom in, we actually did get that bullish TK cross. However, guys, just yesterday we lost that Tenkin and the 21 EMA. So we not just lost the Tenkin and 21 EMA. What does that mean, really? If you have to really look at EMAs, you're looking at highs and lows. We lost that higher low structure, right? And remember what I said, if you want to see a bullish structure, you're essentially looking for higher lows. You're looking for higher lows. So we lost that. So that is a bearish kind of side to it. And I'm going to be very, very vigilant on my trade right now. But could this be, well, you know, could we take a turn for the better? Quite possibly, maybe. So what I am looking at right now, like I said, it's always higher lows for me. I'm looking for that structure. So I'm going to go on and pan over to my higher time frames, right? I want to see if there's any kind of line of support that would kind of and help me actually base it off of something, at least some sort of line of support. I'm actually looking for ADA to hold this line right here, which is so that's 4 cents per ADA, and I am looking for price to hold that as support. I am looking for the 4 days, and the weekly to close over that. I want to see those higher lows put in. But this is what I have for you right now on the ADA USDT. If you're looking for anything, look for those higher lows to be put in, even on the higher time frames. That is if you're trading, well, the BTC pairing. If you're trading ADA USDT, we've lost the Tenkin, we've lost the 21, we've lost the cloud. Okay, now look for your support and resistances. This is one I have here right now on the 12 hour. Let's go on to the 12 hour. That's the first one that we close in about a couple of hours. I am looking for it to hold, if it can, the 0.4163 level. If it can hold that, perhaps we could kind of trudge in that 12-hour cloud and make a move to the upside, but that's if and only if it can hold that. If we fail to break this upper trend line, I'm anticipating a further move to the downside. Perhaps we may see support on that cloud, but the major line of support underneath us is that 0.4163 line. So that's what you're looking for on if you are trading ADA USDT. If you're trading ADA BTC, well, it is sort of retaining that 12-hour bullish structure. We want to see that Tenkin and the 21 hold. We want to see that bullish 12-hour structure hold. We want to see the Tenkin and the 21 get supported on the next close. We do not want to see price lose that, because price losing those levels is essentially price losing the 509 Satoshi level, which is a major line of support. We do not want to see a close underneath that, because another thing, every time ADA lost that, we've made a further move to the downside. We lost it here, downside. Lost it here, next line of support. Every time we failed to break it here, we made a very big move to the downside. Notice, guys. So this is a major line of support underneath us. We do not want to lose the 12-hour Tenkin. We don't want to lose the 12-hour 21. We definitely don't want to lose the 509 level. Okay, guys? Now trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.